Hi everybody, welcome back to my Dungeon Boss Beginner series. This is episode 13. This is also the third out of four of our portal features. Today I'm going to be talking about the Honor Portal. So for those that you don't know, Honor is acquired during PvP. So for brand new players, the only way you're ever going to get into this Honor Summon here, which is the third of the fourth, and earn Honor is by doing PvP. And PvP at earlier levels can be really difficult. I'll have some videos coming out on that shortly with my campaign series. I do have some footage of some level 10, 12, and 15 PvP and how we can excel at that and what to expect. Ultimately speaking, though, in order to get this honor here, and honor can be a little bit tough to come by because it's certainly slower than what it used to be, because of various changes in the honor mechanic. But essentially with this portal here, you're going to pay 500 honor to do a honor summon. So if we take a quick look at the honor hero drops, this is kind of I don't know, it's kind of a mixed bag. If anything, it's more of a who's who of, kind of mediocre heroes at best. The quality of heroes that you're going to see in here are better than the Great Summon, worse than the heroic, and not nearly as beneficial as like the VIP. So there's obviously heroes in here that are necessary to play the game and really excel. Like the very first one on here, Chief Nub Nub, is super critical. You obviously need to have him on a goblin team if you want to do well. Same with Squinch, he's a fellow goblin. He's going to be beneficial. But there's a lot of players in here that you probably don't need. Samurai's not that great. He's a 3-star hero, and if he's one of your first unlocks, I'll kind of feel bad for you. Dagrund isn't really needed until later endgame content. As far as healers go, he's just not that great. The only benefit that he has is he can heal Furnace and Alexander. So that's somewhat good, but it's also not necessary. Overlord is a purple tank. He's decent, but he's been kind of outshadowed by Hansuke. Echo used to be pretty good as far as PvP went, but they changed some of the mechanics of Bolvis in terms of energy loss. Echo is a way to prevent that, and now it's just not necessary. So he has a couple of useful features in energy-based teams, but by himself isn't really anything great. What most people are gunning for when they do the honor summon, and when they basically spend most of their their honor, is to go for Ponti here. So Pontifex Mortis is a legendary hero. He has a ton of useful traits. He buffs undead, and he's overall tough to kill because he can revive himself in 2 turns after death. So the real question is, if you do an honor summon, what are the odds that you're actually going to unlock Pontifex? And that answer is unfortunately not very good. There's a lot of heroes in here, so if we just do it based on a flat even Steven basis, so we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 heroes. So you have a 1 in 13 chance of landing Ponti here. So if you think those are good enough odds to roll the dice on it, go for it. Obviously, you're going to have to spend honor if you want to get him. I think you could probably get him through a heroic portal on a feature every now and then. But a lot of times this is the only place you're ever going to get him. He doesn't have tokens drop in the main game, so you can't farm him at all. You pretty much have to do it here. Now, I'll admit it was a lot easier to do honor summons back before the recent updates and the change to the PvP system. Honor was very easy to come by, and since then it's a little bit more difficult. So I kind of expected that they maybe would have put some of the better heroes in this portal here just to reward people, because honestly with the honor summon, I don't personally think it's a good idea to spend that kind of honor on those things. If you go out to the honor shop, I save at my level, I save every ounce of my honor for the superior shards and binders. Now obviously if you're only level 20 or 30 and you're not even to the point where you can even do superior runes, maybe pouring your honor at this point into honor summons is going to be useful. But definitely check out the honor shop if you're big into PvP. Some of that stuff out there might be far more beneficial than actually doing these summons here. So in the interest of saving my honor, I'm actually not even going to do a sample one for you. It's a complete waste of 500 honor, and that's basically 3 or 4 PvP matches that I don't have to fight just to show you what that's like. And we've seen how the summons work with the previous 2 videos, so there's nothing overly spectacular here. So really it comes down to, when you look at the heroes again, pretty much every one of these heroes has availability in the game. So Samurai is one that doesn't. He's got 3 available in the challenge mode campaign, but he's overly useless for the most part. Black Diamond, when I first got here, I basically got to the point where I did the 1 stage twice a day, every day, until I got her unlocked. So I didn't get any great, heroic summons, get tons of tokens for her. So some of these you just have to grind out. So I feel like some of them just, I don't know. It's not that big of a deal if you skip this portal altogether. Pretty much everybody except for Ponty can be farmed somewhere else. I think everyone at some point has tokens available. So he's the only one on that list that can't be found through regular gameplay. So keep that in mind as you use this. Depending on your level, I know when we get into the honor shop, this will vary based on your PvP league. So it might be if just don't save all your honor just because I told you to do that. Because if you look at this, notice I can't get that Diamond Evo until I get to Warlord League. If you're in a lower level or a lower league, obviously if you can't make it all the way to the point where you can actually get these superior shards and binders, well then you have to spend your honor on something. Find something in the shop that's useful to you. Definitely the raw materials and metal materials are certainly helpful. The raw materials has the ever popular Pyre Embers, which if you've gotten to the point of doing epics, you'll find those to be an absolute pain in the ass. But for all of you lower players, if you buy those, start stocking up on them now, and just doing regular and challenge mode campaign is going to be super beneficial. But whatever you do, make sure you spend your honor, because it will be converted to gold, which is the worst out of all the currencies. So don't just hold on to it because I said to save it for superior shards and binders. So if you want to drop 1 or 2 honor summons daily to try and get Ponty, even at 3-star, he's great. If you can just put a couple of basic runes on him, he can be a great addition to your campaign progress. So keep that in mind. Let me know if you have any questions. So that's going to wrap up this episode. Stick around for the last of the 4, which is going to be episode 14 in the VIP portal. Thanks.